Yo, what up? You already know what it is, the greatest podcast that you never heard of. You already know who I am. I'm here to the squad. This is Latours, a.k.a. Mr. Fan of Facts, a.k.a. Mr. June 21st, 1979. It gets better. Hey,
that's some new shit.
I'm the king of AKAs. Anyway.
Me too.
What's happening? Got my squad in here. What's happening? You want to introduce yourselves?
Shit, it's your boy Corey GQ Fresh, the outgoing introvert, the popular nobody, popular stranger.
And we have Mr. Inebriated.
Mr. 72.
I don't introduce myself. I mean, I
just start talking
this superstar shit. Let me do the honor.
Yeah, this Mr. 72.
I mean, for the last few weeks, y'all done introduced me. I ain't
never
figured out no name.
Hey.
I'm the black Muslim. I'm
The yeah, hold on. I ain't said that shit.
Like brother who in subjugation and you don't know it.
Damn.
So every week, I'm like the punchline. I'll be waiting to figure out what I am.
You're a side. You're a side. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Hey,
Mr. 72.
That's my favorite motherfucking Muslim.
My favorite Muslim.
That's my nigga.
AK, they cut the joke. Hey,
What's happening? No, it's about to be another fantastic show on this, what's today? April
3rd.
Why in the fuck is it April already?
Why is it snowing in April?
One problem at a time. We gonna tackle these issues.
Damn.
We about to tackle these issues.
Shit.
Man. It's April all fucking ready. This probably like so far the fastest year I've ever witnessed.
Yeah, it is
It's
moving pretty
like-
fast.
Just the other day, y'all was popping bottles talking about Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Say like 4 months ago they was saying that shit.
They was saying that 4 months ago.
I know I just wanted to
Hey,
say.
but, like I said, this year going fast, man. They say the older you get, the faster the years get. And I think that's because you're more cognizant of time. Like when you young and shit, you don't give a fuck. You live like first day of school, last day of school. That's life when you young. And don't shit else matter. It's shit going in and getting out. It's like prison. When you get older, you start looking at shit like, damn, I got a bill coming up. Every day you got something fucking going on. You have no time to relax.
Man.
Hey, that's funny as fuck though, cause like if you see people our age and shit going on spring break, like that shit, I'm like, how the fuck do you afford spring break? What the fuck?
What age should you stop going to spring break?
The same age you stop getting summer vacation.
when you get to graduate
I
school.
ain't stop getting summer vacation.
When
You a teacher.
When you becoming a dog.
So I keep going on spring break.
Yeah. You ever been to Miami on spring break or anything? Yeah. Yeah, I got tired of this shit. Like,
what you used to do down there?
2007.
yes, party.
Summer 2000. Spring of 2007.
Fuck with thoughts.
Thoughts.
Yeah, just
thought spot.
Yeah, and then after a while, as you get older, like, you don't want to go to Miami no more. You want to go have, like, a good time and relax. So, I go to Fort Lauderdale, which is only 30 minutes down the highway. And ain't a bunch.
What's down there? I've never heard like nobody say, hell yeah, we in Fort
It's
Lauderdale.
still it's kind of like the rich Miami. Like, it ain't no.
What makes it rich?
It's like the Carmel. Like how Carmel is with all the $1 million homes and everything.
So you like going down to Fort Lauderdale to look at rich people?
No, because I stay in the resorts. Actually, it's more affordable. It's more for than actually staying in Miami.
Get out my yard.
It's more affordable and it's more peaceful. You ain't got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, the traffic from Club Live and Club Rolex. You can actually
Club who?
Live, the nightclub or Club Rolex. I mean, King of Diamonds. Yeah, look, shout out to
KODs.
Yeah, King of Diamonds.
You go to KODs?
I went when it was Rolex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I went one time when it was KODs.
What was like? What is it? Did it live up to the hype?
No. The best strip clubs I ever been to was the Pink Slip in East St. Louis and Harlem Nights in Houston, Texas. That they get totally naked.
They do.
Yeah.
I
Everything else is just a titty bar.
I keep saying it over and over and shit. I'm not into that.
But see, I don't sit close enough to the stage where I'm gonna be all up, and I don't sit too far back. Cause sometimes, like the strip clubs here, well, titty bars is kind of trash, but they have good food. Like Sunset Strip had some
Good
of the
chicken.
best food. Yeah,
That's what I
good
keep
chicken.
eating.
So I would go and sit like halfway up, halfway back, not close enough where they would bother me. They like, oh, he must ain't got no money.
Hey, nigga in jogging suit.
Hey,
If you
go
ain't
get that nigga
Tim,
with
get the
the-
fuck out the club.
Go get
nigga.
that nigga with the unrolled condom hat on his head.
Those some 20s, nigga. At least tip your waiter.
I tip her. I tip
Spring-
my waiter.
Hey,
That's what you
I
got.
went to a strip club to watch a football game once.
You did.
The playoffs. My
Yeah.
parents-
That's a
So
good
it was
social
like
meeting.
what,
In
fucking
Georgia, my
1 in the
parents didn't
afternoon?
have-
Yeah, he was four
Man, they ain't have no cable.
What time was it?
in the
It was
afternoon.
it was Sunday night. Sunday night football.
8.
So they wasn't really bugging you because at that time of day they have to understand
A
that
couple
bitch,
girls
no one's
came
there
over,
for you.
sat down, and watched the game with me. Ain't no tips going on. I'm seeing what I need to see. You know, give me some wings. That was it. I mean,
But yeah, King of
if you got
Diamonds.
money and you like to drink, normally strip clubs are a good place to go because they stay open later than clubs.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your
Yeah.
travel tips.
And then
Yeah.
and then after that, you go to Waffle House.
That's
After
an
that,
Atlanta
Waffle
thing.
House.
yeah,
Shout
Waffle
out.
House. And then if you get the strippers
You can
to
see
come
a
back
good
to your
fight.
room,
You can see a good fight at
just tell them
Waffle
come back
House.
to your room. If you got money, see the strip clubs. If
Hold
you
on,
got
hold on,
money,
y'all. Hold on, real quick. A was talking. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you
That's
got
what we're
money.
saying.
Yeah, I'm broke.
If you got money, you get the strippers to come back to your spot.
You get to come back if you ain't got no money. So you just pay for pussy.
You can get them to come back for that too. But a lot of them, you know, I know the whole argument where you pay for it, but a lot of them know that they can get money out of it. And they going to only go for money.
Do you know that argument about you pay for it?
Like if these strippers fuck me, and then, you know, and then you come up to them.
What?
They might be like, well, because I'm gonna break them off something. So these superstars break them off something. You know, just how they happen.
Just say us
So
superstars.
yeah, superstars. So then when somebody else comes up to him, it's gonna be like, well, I know if I just call the side, he come back through, scoop me up, and he'll break me off something. So why not take any money?
You said the
know?
bar high as fuck for niggas like
Me.
me.
I ain't got no money,
The
but I,
side did what he.
if I can
the
make
nigga-
payments on
He
it,
even said he break.
that
I
nigga
can't do
just-
that.
That nigga that just left an Uber.
Yeah.
that's how I'm gonna get there. If I can make payments,
Oh man, that's alcohol, man. It's
I
like
low key run out. I'll pay you after.
you dine and dash.
Damn.
Hey, what was the last time you went on a spring break?
You.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, man. It was about 6 years ago. This is 2018.
Mm-hmm.
No, 2010. 2010.
You know what? I've never been on spring break.
You ain't.
Hell no.
I remember that shit. Yeah.
Hell no. When was the last time you went Corey?
Actual spring break, like the year I graduated college, like 03, 02, 03. But I went to Miami sometimes after that for like the spring bling and the Memorial Day weekend shit. Like, but like once everybody start going, like it gets real oversaturated, and it's just like it don't become fun no more.
Why?
It's two types of spring breaks.
I mean, if you there for you and shit, you give a
I mean,
damn
but
about
you
who
got
you-
dodge bullets and it's fighting all. You know, we don't know how to act. People don't know how to act sometimes when you get into these situations. So everybody want to play tough, and then
Yeah, like they push you off the motherfucking scooter and shit.
I never
Guys,
rent them high ass
stop,
scooters.
guys.
Like, but it just like
I seen
after a
girl
while.
fall off a scooter. She was trying
We
to
saw
ride
it.
with some nigga showing
I mean,
up.
after
You
what?
doing that we had ramble.
But you know, after a while, just like once everybody get to going, it just ain't. I mean, you gotta find you something new where
Yeah.
ain't nobody else at.
What would be your dream destination aside for a spring break? Like if you just had one more, where would it be?
I mean, honestly, I couldn't even put no 'cause
Destination.
yeah, it can be no destination. It's just there's two types of spring breaks. I always look at it like it don't matter where you go. It just matters what you have when you get there. And so I had the struggle spring break. When we went to Miami, we hopped in with 5 people going down to Miami in a BMW 300
From Atlanta?
series. Not from Indiana.
From here, whole
Indiana.
18 hours.
All I knew was the other black guy in the car said, "Hey, bro, you want to go with me?" And I knew the dude who was driving. Shout out to my homeboy. He's my brother now. But he was driving. As long as the 2 white boys in front, Me and my black dude in the back, white girl in the middle. In the
Hey,
back.
Rosa. Yeah. Call y'all Rosa Parks.
Yeah.
Long story short, she ended up hopping out in Tampa and going back, taking a Greyhound back.
Imagine she fucking did.
Yeah, she thought she was about to get raped.
Nah,
like
some
fucking-
other. I'm not getting into all that, but it was some
Like
just
some
speed,
dice or
just
some shit.
just some
Yeah.
driving. He was driving wild. We was all smoking from Indiana all the way to Miami.
That
That's
whole
long.
18 hours.
I
These
was-
niggas had like a couple ounces, whatever. But point was, when we got there, we didn't have any money. So there's 2 spring breaks. There was when we got there, we trying to sell weed to get liquor.
Hustling.
We took shower in the goddamn hotel lobby, nigga. You know how they have the
Damn.
public bathroom.
Yeah.
The public bathroom nicer than most hotel bathrooms
Wait
that
a
you can
minute,
afford.
wait a minute.
So
He
long
did have a
story
stroke
short,
on spring break.
You got 2
It's
spring
not even that
breaks.
serious.
A stroke.
Yeah.
Nah, but at that age, what was
How
I?
was it?
20. This is 07.
It's a little venture.
Summer
So you
07.
was like on a fucking
It's
movie.
11 years ago, so I'm 21. No, 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
21.
So I
Just
could
turned,
kinda-
20, because I couldn't get in the club. So, I mean, at that time, it's an adventure. So, it really don't matter
Yeah.
where you go. If you got the money, you go anywhere, and spring break be fun. I mean, but, so it don't matter to me. I'll go back to Miami.
That's where you go back
I won't
to.
go to Fort Lauderdale. I'll go to Miami or
Where'd
Tampa
you go?
or Houston.
I'm
Yeah,
not
Houston's
big
real
on-
nice.
Nah,
I'm not big on
the
fun.
Asians, I mean,
He not big on
I'm
fun.
not big on fun. No, I'm somewhere trying to figure out how to fuck this guy here. Like you, like go to spring break. You like I'm going to Houston. I'm going to Miami. I'm going to the Bahamas. Where you at? Man, I'm down here in Sri Lanka. I'm in
if you don't like,
Egypt and
but
shit.
if you're not drinking or smoking
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's me.
or eating, well, I mean, I can do vacations.
Well,
if
nigga,
I'm
I
eating
can't
good.
eat
Yeah, me
shit.
too.
I mean, like eating good and
Yeah.
fucking. I'm not. I don't know who else co-signing on that, but those are 3 things on spring break. It's like if you're not doing them 3 things,
And like I can't.
4th thing.
fourth. Yeah.
I can't imagine. Like that's what I go back to what I said originally. And shit, like how are people our age going on spring break? Like usually, when people our age going on spring break, I'm not talking about
Family
just trips
trips,
or
yeah.
vacations. I'm talking about spring break.
Party
It's
with
like
the
you trying
youngest.
to relive some shit.
Yeah.
It's like you wasn't satisfied.
Or you missed
with your
out.
first-
You got the
it's
money
same
now.
thing.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you
ain't
got the money. Now.
yeah.
You couldn't go then because you had the money.
I got 2 rooms, 3
It ain't
rooms.
no money thing though. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, what you gonna be doing? Just stun on the kids?
But a lot of these spring break destinations, you got grown folks stuff to go on. So these kids in Miami, a lot of them not getting into the most expensive clubs. So, I mean, some of them do, but I don't know.
No,
I
the
see what
kid.
you're
What
saying. I wouldn't target that weekend if I got the money.
I
to
can
be an
see you in that
adult.
motherfucker now,
I'm
nigga.
not.
Beard shave. You said the latest fucking
Get
mumble
my
rap
Letterman
slang.
jacket back out.
Like Buddy, the poke high.
Hell no. Well, yeah, I feel like we lost my train of thought. Spring break. Anyway, speaking of breaks, how was your break from servitude? How was your weekend, man? What you get into?
Nothing. Same old shit. And do not watch. I think I watched a lot of movies.
What you watch?
My parents. I caught up on some old shit. I watched. I went to go see Death Wish. Death Wish was good. I watched
Who knew in Death Wish?
the new one with Bruce Willis.
Okay,
The
okay.
remake of the Charles Bronson, the original Charles Bronson movie. That was good. I watched Acrimony. It was good. Ended dumb as hell. Like that shit. The end is retarded. But then I caught up with like some old movie, like rewatch some old shit, like Do the Right Thing, shit like that. I watched Fist of Fury and some Bruce Lee movies. So that's how much my weekend went. What'd you do besides the party?
Hold on, real quick. If you could remake any movie, because when you just mentioned that the Charles Bronson shit, a lot of motherfuckers don't remember Chuck B. Charles Bronson was out there shooting motherfuckers with that Magnum.
With that Magnum.
Hell yeah.
Him and Clint Eastwood.
Hell yeah.
That was the only guns they had back in the movies. They ain't like the
It
movies
seemed
that,
like-
yeah.
It seemed like
revolvers.
It said Commando.
Yeah.
Arnold kept some shit. What movie would you
Stallone
redo?
did too, and Rambo. He had that knife too, but he had the movie I would redo over. They already did it. Gone in 60 Seconds. Damn, that's a hard one on the spot.
That's what she said.
I don't know. At the pass, I can't ask the side. What would you? Oh man, what would I remake? I don't know.
I know I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't touch no gangster movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch
none.
Like,
No
I wouldn't update
movie,
Scarface or nothing like that.
I redo a Scarface. If
Oh,
I was
man.
to redo a movie, I'd redo. Damn. Cause it's a lot of good movies, man.
A lot of good
But if
movies.
I'm gonna fuck with a movie that's like highly regarded, I think I'll redo Glory. I'll redo Glory.
Is that with the swimming?
Nah, nigga, that's with Denzel.
Denzel.
That was a hell of a motherfucking
Civil
movie
War.
right there and shit. So,
Snowflake. That's what I'm gonna start calling you.
hey, that movie was good as fuck, man.
Snowflake.
That was one of
right
Denzel's
there.
best roles and shit. The only thing I didn't like at the end is shit, he was heroic. He carried the flag. I didn't like that.
Oh,
man.
too, then.
Yeah. Nigga always die. What would you redo, Assad?
I don't know, man.
He
When you
probably
first asked
Weekends
that,
at
I
Bernie's.
would redo Sixth Sense.
6 Cents.
How would you
redo that, though?
With that movie having that type of fucking like ending, like, oh, that's what happened. You couldn't reduplicate that.
Yeah,
Everybody
you
already knew what you gonna do from the beginning.
But-
Oh, that little motherfucker talking to the therapist dead. How the
But-
fuck would
but
you
you-
sell that, nigga?
Home Alone.
But it's almost like one movie where, for me, I didn't know what the plot was. So when I watched it true to just following everything for what they were showing me.
But that's everybody when they first watched it. I'm talking about now
some
that
people knew it was supposed to be like some type of scary movie. But I mean, they didn't reveal that until the end. I felt like
He
at
said in the
end-
beginning, though.
so like now, how would you redo it though? Like, how would you
I don't know.
trick
But
motherfuckers?
You-
'Cause if you call
when
it
you
Sixth
say
Sense-
if you can redo a movie, I'm just saying that's one that I like. So if you can redo it, please redo it. Or
But
you
I'm
give
saying
me
like
again.
what I'm saying is like how would you make the audience come and watch that shit when they know exactly what's gonna happen? See, man, you're not thinking
He's not a
critically
movie
right
buff.
now.
Yeah, he's not.
You just
I'm
right.
just saying which movie can be easily redone.
No, what movie
I'm
would
saying-
you redo?
Yeah.
I mean, but then you got to think about which one could be redone. Like, I don't want to think about which one could be redone. I just want to think about which one I want redone.
How would you redo it though? Just say.
Would it be a black
right
cast?
here, you the director. You pushing your movie and shit. You trying to
With Medea being
you
the
trying to
century
sell it.
from Atlanta.
Corey,
I
relax.
wouldn't do no therapist. I wouldn't do him as a therapist. It wouldn't be no therapist. It would be some type of relationship.
What would the movie called?
A relationship.
It'd be fabulous. He'll kill this bitch.
So would this be called Sixth Sense?
Would
it be called the Sixth
You
Sense?
can't call it that.
Yeah, it's not
Then it's not
remake,
reboot.
I mean,
nigga.
that you
I'm gonna
you
go
can say Sixth Sense
Desperado.
and you can flip it
Desperado.
relationship wise. And I mean,
That's a cool.
Even though that was a remake of El Mariachi, but I would
anytime you
redo
do an action
Desperado.
movie, I mean, how can are you redoing the plot? Or
You can- it's
redoing
easy to
the
do an action
overall
movie.
Yeah.
overall idea?
Because, I mean, if we saying remake, you do like the basis. You take the basis of what the movie about.
Like how Ghostbusters put all chicks fighting
Yeah.
ghosts.
But hell, give me 300. I'll redo 300. When I watched 300, I thought, man, they got some shit like that going on in the ancient world where it's black niggas.
Matter of fact, that's
We
exactly
whoop
what the
some
fuck I
motherfucking
do.
ass.
I do every fucking movie that they done whitewash and shit. Turn
Immortals.
Hell yeah. Every Cleopatra be a crispy black motherfucker that was on Wakanda shit.
And I think you can hype that shit up and take it to another level. We ain't making
On the
PG-13. We're gonna make these rated R, and we got some
Come on.
Beyonce, some Rihanna. I'm king of
This
the
nigga
jungle.
gonna have a
nigga.
fucking
Nigga,
music
porn. You
video.
ain't got a rap video.
Fucking hype.
We got mixes in there.
Yeah. Pause. We gotta pause it for a second.
We like
just
to
had-
welcome.
Relax, Corey. I understand that you know her. She's your guest, and you have the show out. We're
Gotta welcome. We got some breaking news.
Yeah, we
Oh,
have a guest.
Oh, okay.
What's happening? You can go down, Corey. It should go.
We would like to welcome Natalie to the show. It is 8:31. Nah. You can introduce yourself, nicknames, monikers, AKAs. Yeah, we need a woman's opinion because we got some topics.
Was you
today.
just gonna sit in?
No, I was gonna talk.
Was you gonna talk a little bit louder? That we gave you the cheap mic.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll switch with you.
Well, I'm Natalie. Instagram juicy__juicy. Just gonna kind of sit in and listen and kind of weigh in today.
Corey said that you want to do a podcast. And you got
Yeah, we got time.
podcast aspirations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We gotta
Well-
get shit out
Yes,
there.
I do. One day want to start my own podcast.
You got any like basis of like what you want to do with it, or you listen to podcasts?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's your favorite one outside of this one?
Black Widow.
I ain't never heard.
I
of
never
that.
heard of that. She told
What's the
me.
premise for
Really,
that?
y'all never heard of Black Widow?
It's a woman.
Oh my God, no.
We just found
it's
out the
a
second
man.
Conceited
It's a
Knowbody.
man,
Yeah.
but
It get-
no.
I was like Black
Why
Widow.
Right.
they always that first
It's
question?
for Black women.
Yes,
It's
you
for
can't
Black
pass
women.
that
So
Ah,
if you
okay.
haven't heard it, like
I'm gonna look
It's
this
for
a
black
real-
women.
he gears it for Black women, like for them to kind of like know what the hell is really going on out here in the
Tony
world.
Gaskins, like
Yeah, Rob
I
Hill
would
saying you.
never
Yeah, I'm
listen to
never
that
gonna
shit.
listen to him.
I would. I
Just
wonder.
listen
Trent,
to it.
High
was another.
level. That's high level sipping.
Yeah.
That's like beyond my comprehension.
We know what his end goal
I've
is.
never wanted pussy that bad. to be that honest. I wanted pussy that bad to ruin it for the rest of my
Oh my
friends. You know what
God.
I'm
It's
saying?
not really so much so of ruining it.
What is
it's
he
just
doing?
like opening your eyes, like, yeah, this shit really goes on out here.
Like what?
And just listen.
Like men
I don't know,
cheating.
listen to that
No,
shit.
it don't.
Ah,
No, it
him
don't even
bash
have
men?
nothing to do with.
Ah,
No,
okay.
not at all. No.
Cause I know that Trent.
Woman perspective wouldn't say it's male bashing though. It's
No,
like
it's not male bashing. It's really so much
Do you think-
how a woman thinks. So it's really good for y'all to listen to it because it's more so of how a woman thinks.
And a
Like,
man
I
is
know
telling
how
this.
women think with their
It's
heart.
a woman telling.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah. The main
It's a man
character,
and a
her name
woman.
is, it's the characters.
Ah, okay.
It's
I
like
get-
It's like a story.
It's like a
It
scripted
has a
story.
storyline.
Ah, okay, okay. I get it. I get you.
go ahead, aside.
Yeah, I mean,
Who's telling the story?
Yeah.
It's a woman telling the story, but then like it
From a
actually
man's
goes.
perspective and a
No,
woman?
it actually goes into like actual scenes, like sex scenes at the bars.
So they
things
be on the
like that.
microphone moaning and shit.
like the Steve Harvey Morning Show when they do their little scripted story, kind of like
You
the
remember
Steve
It's Your
Harvey.
World?
Yes, your
Is
world.
it like
Yeah.
Medea going
Damn.
male and female roles, or is it a
Yeah,
male
it's
and
male
female?
Wait.
Is it like
He
Medea?
says that a man talking in a woman's voice at certain times.
No, hell no. Hell no.
So it's
No.
two. It's a co-host. It's a man.
He says like a script. So
He
it's a
says
few
script.
people.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that.
So if you ever listen to It's Your World, that was on Tom Jordan
Tom
Morning Show.
Jordan
That
Morning
shit
Show.
be funny as hell.
Yeah.
When they used to
These
I
are
think I
whistle
remember what y'all talking about.
before he killed somebody,
I can't remember.
some shit like that.
But anyway,
Yeah.
welcome to Conceited Knowbody. I always tell people this is the greatest podcast you never heard of. That's
I
a side.
actually heard your name on They Black Widow page.
You did? On what they say?
The Conceited Nobody.
Black
shit.
Widow page. Well, congratulations to me.
Dang.
I have listened to that show, and if you're listening, keep saying my name. Yeah. But
Damn, that's the second podcast that remember the Conceited Knowbody too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
How when you score act like you've been there before.
Hey, I don't even dance in the end zone. But yeah, this is Corey.
This is
This is side and over tours. But anyway, we was talking about how old are you?
30.
30. Do you still on spring break?
I'm not opposed to it. I will.
You will.
Okay.
I still party, so
You do.
Yeah.
Turn up.
I
Like when
try.
you say party,
My
what do you
age-
mean? Like
my age done got to me, but I still go out of town. I still party. Like go to the club.
popping X and shit.
Hell no.
Like how do you define party?
I'm just saying going
Ah,
out.
okay.
Oh,
going
okay.
out.
Out.
Would you go
Party
to
and
Miami
shit.
for spring break with the college students or whatever? Yeah.
I would.
That's some scary shit. Cause it's like now, it's like you the cool MILF. Like they be out there dancing and shit, twerking and shit. You out there two stepping,
Man,
trying to fit in.
so embarrassing.
So
Just still want to have fun.
yeah.
You single?
Yeah.
That explains it all.
Yeah.
Damn,
If I was in a relationship, no. I wouldn't. I mean, family things. I mean,
When
I-
you like, if you, I'm asking you this because you a woman. I can't ask them because we all know how the fuck men do what they doing. Like when you go to a party, like what's on your mind? Like just get free drinks.
No.
What?
Partying, having a good time.
Listen to music,
That's
dance.
it.
Okay.
I don't care if a man ever says anything to me, buy me a drink, look my way, none of that. 'Cause
You
I'm
more
not
for the
there
vibe
them.
and the
Yeah,
atmosphere.
I'm going for myself. Like, if I know I'm gonna enjoy myself, I'm gonna go have a few drinks.
So you don't enjoy like when men try to talk to you?
No.
Like it don't make you feel attracted?
No.
Do you feel more of a like accomplishment? I don't want to say accomplishment. Like if a woman tell you, "Ooh, I like your shoes," as opposed to a man
I like
saying
getting compliments by women. Well, opposed to a man saying it. No, I love all compliments.
Okay.
Like I get compliments from men and women.
Because usually when a woman say this shit, it's like damn, I wish I had that bitch shoes. If a nigga say like, damn, I wish that bitch shoes was on my shoulder. You know
how do you think the dude trying to fuck and the chicks?
So I wonder, like, is that why women cater more towards other women when they dress? Because it be some shit that women wear, you like, man, that shit is fucking terrible. But another bitch be like, oh, that shit, yeah. Like, men don't like some of the shit. Women like,
that's true.
Like, if a man say he don't like eyelashes, like, but girls be like, oh, where you get them done? You like, fuck him. She like,
yeah,
ain't that how I be? That's how I be.
Right.
But
because sometimes you don't get stuff like that done for a man. You get it done for yourself.
Yeah.
So whether he like it or not, you gonna do it. Like my child's father didn't like me to wear weave. I didn't care. I still wore it.
Y'all together?
Because it was for me. No.
Okay. Okay.
But it didn't. I mean,
It didn't
I
stop
stopped wearing it for a while. But then I mean, that's just me. Like weave is weave. Like
You like weave?
this is weave.
Of course. I'm sure you didn't come out with red hair and shit out your mama.
So,
But like, what do you like about weave?
It's just weave.
Are you opposed to natural hair?
No, I am natural. I've been natural for 9 years. 10, actually.
This is very confusing. I'm saying the aspect of like, as opposed to weave.
No, I'm not opposed to it at all. My hair is natural. I've been natural for 10 years. No perm, no chemicals, no anything.
Would you wear your natural hair out?
Yeah, I do.
And you don't like feel ashamed of it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Cause like some people, man, they escape like reality with weave. It's like a fucking, it's like a permanent filter. And that's like you fuck with Instagram? I mean, Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you be doing them like Disney animals and shit?
The dog.
No, if I'm doing it with my daughter, yeah.
Do you? Aside, you over the quiet?
No, I'm listening.
Is
You
that
still quiet?
unattractive? Is that unattractive to you? Like when chicks go around with them filters and shit?
If they do it in every single picture, now come on, you can't be cute if you have to do it in every single picture.
There's some girls that do it to hide with what's
Hide they ugly. Just
Hide.
Not.
Yeah, you can say it.
Hide their
Ugly.
extra.
What's
Like
extra?
they're extra. You know, because you done already decided that maybe you mess with the chick. I mean, true story.
What?
You done already hit it a few times, but you know what it is. Either they got big ears or they got big eyes. They got a big forehead.
This
Normally
bitch
it's
front.
a big forehead.
This bitch front. She don't look like Bambi.
Take the adult ears
Put
off
the
you.
little filter right above what be like, damn.
I don't have Snapchat, but I kind
And
of
it's
still.
like, damn, they look. I mean, you can tell, okay, but
Well, shit. If I
it's
know
just
she
like
look-
it's just like
picture of me,
if
like,
a
only
person.
thing that I have on is lashes.
I just seen
My
some
natural
girls
hair,
turn
no
sideways. I
makeup.
mean, you do
You look-
whatever
you
you
look
can
different.
to make it look
I
better.
look different.
It don't look like a fucking disguise.
You
Like,
take
it
a
ain't
shot
like you.
from-
It ain't like you hiding a nigga. But you do look different. It ain't like you hiding a nigga.
Women
I
take
look
shots
different
that
with
alter
every
the
hairstyle
shape
I
and
have.
look of their body. I mean, a man, I've never taken a shot where it makes me look physically different.
Like where you put your
Yeah.
ass on the scene. Like, they about to think I'm thick. But that's the thing. Like what I don't like. I'm not opposed to makeup. I'm opposed to makeup that hide a true person.
Right.
Like
You like to be
makeup.
accented.
Makeup.
that-
Yeah, like it can
Yeah.
make a chick look more pretty. Like if she pretty, make her look more pretty as opposed to.
So what if she ugly and they make her look pretty?
That's what be
Well,
happening.
she need
That don't be happening.
Them filters work.
No, mental
So
work.
are you more so of pretty and making it more pretty, or ugly and making it pretty? Like
I'm a fan of honesty. Lie a little. Lie a little.
Lie a little.
Don't fucking. Cause that's like that's
Making pretty
almost
don't make me
cause
forget.
it's like you see them
Make it
before and
pretty,
after on them the makeup pictures and shit, man. Them be like some little crusty ass black niggas, and you blink and it's Beyonce, and that is fucking deceptive to a high level, and no woman should want to deceive. Like I don't understand, like cause
Like if you pretty before makeup and pretty after, that's cool. But if you look like you said, if you like a little nigga before, then you throw on all this paint and you like, damn.
Yeah,
So
that's
put
a
the
different story.
filters that do like the little
Maybe
faces.
I'm
and
not.
stuff.
Listen,
Don't do the filters that change your eye color and your head color.
if you
and
doing it
your
like
face
once in a
color.
while, like for fun, like it's
Yeah.
just hi, look at me, I got this fucking
Rose
shit coming out
serum.
my face, or you know what I'm saying, I'm a door. It's some shit like that. But when you actually posting that as your profile picture, and you doing that shit as your profile picture,
You cropping and
Shout out.
photoshopping the picture
Listen,
and
I'm gonna tell you a
everything.
true story. I won't lie to you. Old co-host of my old show, the show 317.
Oh,
I shit you not.
the unicorn.
I shit you not.
Mm.
We looking for a female host at the time, and we run a little ad and shit. And she gonna meet us at the studio. Shout out to Rich Harvest. Speaking of Rich Harvest, did you know that Tyron and Javar broke up? They're no longer a team, brothers.
Hey,
Split.
man,
Hold on, cause fuck it, we gonna get off my subject.
Okay.
Listen, we got in there, and she said, "I'm in here, in the studio." Me and him both walk in there, motherfucker. It's like, where's Waldo? We walk in and out about 3 times and shit before she say, "I'm the one in the black jacket." And I said, "This ain't who was on the fucking."
yeah.
And she not an ugly person, but
Saying who she was. Just
light-skinned.
Oh.
Filter was light skin, and I was like, okay, this is like Thriller Mike and Bad Mike.
Bad Mike and Thriller
Yeah.
Mike.
Said the echo.
I would try to get it out
Yeah.
before.
Ain't that a bitch? Why would you try to get it out before me?
Oh.
Hey man, I was walking down the street. I'm like, no, nigga, I was jogging.
Sammy with the Cubs or Sammy after retirement.
Exactly, but I don't
He's
know.
trying to sign.
What
new
would you say,
artists.
man? Yeah.
Shout outs to Rich Harvest, man. I gotta get back in the booth, man.
You rap?
Look, man.
Hey,
First
man.
off, back to my motherfucking weekend. Shout out to my baby. It was her 7th
All right.
birthday.
Okay.
That was the most important thing going on this weekend. She had a hell of a time. And when she had fun, man, I had fun. Like, when she had fun, man, like, I ain't lying. Like, the happiest that I am ever is when she happy. And she had a fucking blast, and I had a blast.
We can't be that happy, so seeing them be that happy.
Yeah. It's
That's
like you
where
live
it's
like vicariously
yeah,
through them and
somebody
shit.
got this happy.
Hell
Hell yeah.
It's
Let me
like-
give you some more of this.
Hey, it's like me and you running from the plantation, and I tripped, and they got me in a headlock stomping on me saying, "Where you going now, nigger?" But in the midst of getting stomped out, I can look up and see you still running and shit. So I'm like, at least one of us made it.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the kind of joy I get when I see her. She with the Monkey Joe's. She probably had the most fun she had this time because I didn't see her. Like she had no fucking conversation for me or nothing. Shout out to the side. He was my only friend who came.
Yeah, I'm big
Shout out to
there.
the side. But anyway, that's the sum of my weekend. But what you get into this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? Oh, I went to a women's conference at my church.
What y'all do? Talk about Boaz.
Talk about
I need my
boys.
Boaz.
It was for women. So if you want to come to the next conference, I'll keep you guys posted.
Hold on.
Not the men.
Hold on.
The women out
He's
there.
not coming.
Hold on. We do not endorse this on this show. We don't endorse paganism on this show. That's my disclaimer.
Well, I didn't really do anything this weekend. That's all I did. I went to church on Sunday. I
You
went
did?
to family dinner.
Y'all see the Easter bunny there?
No, we don't see Easter bunnies.
Did y'all see Jesus with Easter basket?
That post you put up, you got his last words. Hide the eggs.
Hey man, listen, that was the funniest meme I seen in a long time. Where he got the little white man on the cross, and they like, "You got any last words?"
Oh,
He's like, "Hide the eggs."
Hide the eggs.
so disrespectful.
That is the funniest fucking meme I ever seen in my fucking life. But aside, did you go to church too?
No.
Nah.
You know,
You can redo 10 Commandments.
I didn't go to church.
They say every movie that's been whitewashed.
I told you I do. That's what I said.
Yeah. Did you say 10
I said
Commandments?
every movie that they whitewash.
Yeah, so 10 Commandments be
Yeah.
one.
And it's crazy because my bad, but they about to come out with a Samson with a white man. They about to come out with Paul with a white man. They just be fucking it up. What you say though?
I said, man, we gotta ask what we eat, man. Like,
What you eat this weekend inside?
no, I mean, like what we consuming, because I asked little man's mom. I said, "You going to Easter?" She said, "I was happy." She said, Normally I would, but this year we not. You know, I said, yeah, okay.
Victory. Small victory.
Small victory, man.
Why were you happy?
I mean, because I see. I have different viewpoints. Yeah, so.
He in the Taliban. Yo, nigga, say it. Yeah, nigga. Viewpoints, nigga. You got a plane to blow up.
Man.
I don't believe Easter is a part of Christianity. So.
It's a part of Christianity. It's a strong part of Christianity.
I don't, you know.
It is the biggest day of Christianity, period.
Do we got topics?
For me, this is a remark. I always teach my son, because his mom's Christian, I'm Muslim, so I always teach my son, look, if Jesus didn't celebrate it, you don't need to worry about it. You following Jesus. If I'm following Jesus, if Jesus said, hey, bro, we about Easter about to pop off for me because this going to happen. It didn't happen for anybody following him. So if I'm truly the closest followers to Jesus were the ones right there. So if those right there weren't doing it, if we started doing it years down the road, where'd it come from? Jesus gone.
You know where Easter came from?
Jesus didn't say, hey, when I'm gone, you all make sure y'all get that Easter jumping on. Now, I'm going to say, when I'm gone, y'all smoke a blunt. Shout out to all those listening.
What do you mean, do you know where Easter came from?
But Easter just...
You know where it started?
Where these holidays come from?
You don't feel uncomfortable
how
celebrating
Jesus'
holiday,
birthday...
You know where it came from?
No.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know where everything started from. I can't be like, oh, I'm not going to look into every single thing. It's not bad. It's not bad to look into it, but...
Anything I do or anything I teach my folks to do, it has to be something I've looked into.
It's just
so
like
if I haven't looked into it, I say don't worry about it.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
That's what the tradition. I remember you said you always say how we been tradition.
The Christians celebrate Easter is just more so tradition.
It's crazy because the tradition is based on worshiping a fucking goddess called Ishtar. A fertility goddess, that's where you get the egg and the rabbit and all that shit.
Even if it's tradition, there's a lot of things that were at that time when that became our tradition. There was a lot of other things that were traditions that we questioned and said, "Hold on, why we got to work all day? Y'all don't." But when it came to religion, we said we'll stick with that part. It's like I'm questioning everything. Like nobody's ever questioned where we come from. Like there's a lot that. If we just take tradition, we'll be stuck in somebody else's thinking. Unless we give credit to those who represented the slaves that were here first. If those were our best minds and whatever they decided to accept, we accept, then cool. But if not, I'm going to ask myself, why do we let all this happen? You know, they say we was ignorant, right? We didn't have no knowledge.
My people perish for a lack of knowledge.
And so if we didn't have no knowledge and we're keeping traditions from people who had no knowledge, what are we keeping?
I don't understand like willful ignorance, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, but when you don't want to know why you're doing something, I understand some people have a desire to search things out, and other people just ride the wave. But when somebody tell you that this shit come from a form of devil worship, a false any false religion, anything opposed to the Most High, is devil worship. It's only two ways to go. That's good or evil, and so. Easter didn't get the word Easter wasn't established until the Council of Nicaea in 325. The book of Acts was written in between 70 and 80 AD, but you have the word Easter in it. That means they changed it from Passover to Easter. But people don't care about that stuff though. The Most High gave us days to worship and stuff, not to worship, but days to keep, and particularly the Passover, which Yahusha, which we call Jesus and stuff, he said, do the Passover remembrance of me, but they'd do some shit get a piece of wafers, a little cup of wine and shit, and call it a communion. But it's all about the desire to learn and shit and grow. Because there's a difference between reading the Bible and going to church. I was thinking the other day, man, that people are more concerned about keeping up tradition and doing what the fuck they pastor doing and doing what everybody in church doing as opposed to what's in the Bible. And that's scary to me. I was talking to my niece this day. She said something about... Easter. I said, damn, you don't mind going to celebrate that pagan holiday? Whatever. I said, okay. All right. I said, well, when you see the Most High, whatever. I said, okay. Shit. All right. And that's my niece, and I love her and shit. Had that been anybody else, my motherfucking pride would have said, well, when you go to hell. You know what I'm saying? But that's my niece and shit. And I say this to everybody. One day the shit I say gonna become evident. And not because I'm saying it, but it's just written. And if you ever feel the need to say, hey, man, it's really happening, what should I do? If I'm not already in the promised land and shit, just holler at me. And that's from you, side. Because you be still, if you be talking that Muslim shit, nigga, you gonna be over there bailing hay. You gonna be
the people of Israel lost their covenant. So they lost their way. So the covenant was given to all.
You a fucking lie. Hold on. We ain't gonna sit here and blaspheme you like that, nigga. You my nigga, but you ain't gonna sit here and lie like that. Listen, you my nigga, but the Most High ain't never taken nothing away from Israel. By the way, you're an Israelite.
Did they lose their covenant?
In the Bible, when they talk about the people of Israel, you an Israelite. We just in living out the curse and we lost our identity. You want to read Deuteronomy 28, Leviticus 26.
So what are you saying?
Go ahead, say what you say.
The people of Israel lost their covenant.
And he's an Israelite, by the way. Go ahead. No, he is. He just been tricked to think he's Muslim. Yeah.
No, I mean, that's it right there.
We didn't look like the Most High said his covenant was established forever. So how
did they break the covenant?
We broke the covenant. That's how we fell into the curses. But how did...
where me and him differ is I believe that, at this point in my life where I'm at, I believe that it's different races that are going to get in outside of our race.
That's going to get you
into the kingdom,
to heaven.
Hold on, see, this is where we gotta.
And so
this is where I have to interject. Listen,
accepts the covenant.
When you go home and read,
I should talk about this on Saturday.
When you read,
and I don't base this from any
he ain't qualified.
I ain't saying that being funny.
I don't base this from any reading or any. That's just what I
see. That's feelings. Feelings are not facts.
And he said that I'm prepared. See, for me, I know what but that's just. You gotta have faith in something. I mean, faith's not facts either. You know what I mean? So,
faith is facts if you have faith in the right things. If you have faith in facts, but
but
the thing with this is though, real quick,
before they facts, you gotta have faith.
You nullify your whole argument when you say it's not based on reading. No, so it's not based on study.
I was just giving an opinion. I wasn't making no.
What he talking about when he say if you ever really read the Bible, the kingdom has 12 gates, and it's only Israelites. Anyone else comes in, they come as their servants. It's not where you beat them up, slavery type shit, but they come in willing to serve Israel. We was meant to be those people of the earth where everybody is. That's why when you hear Yahusha talk, he says he wasn't sent for anyone but the lost sheep of Israel. He was only sent for Israelites. He wasn't sent for the world when it said that, in quote the Bible, God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. The word world there don't mean like entire world. It's related to the Israelites. We in turn supposed to be the light to the world, where they come to him through us. And people don't really read the Bible and stuff, so it is going to be other people in the kingdom, other nations, but they won't be there in rulership. Like we a ruling nation. We a nation of priests. And unless you people start actually reading this stuff, just start going by tradition and stuff, you would miss out on that blessing right there. But like we were saying though, Corey, he get all riled up when we talk about it.
I don't get riled up.
He want to switch subjects, so let's switch
subjects. Let y'all go.
Moving on. Shout out to the lady killer. Jermaine Jackson. It's been an eventful little weekend, man. We had the rapper. First off,
it's been a bad year for rappers.
It's always a bad year for rappers.
I mean,
unless you hide.
Hey, you see they said old boy was in a sex cult. That's why they buried him like 2 days later. Craig Mack,
listen. I'm going to tell you this, and I don't mean no disrespect. But Craig Mack is too ugly to care about. He's too ugly to care about. And he hasn't had a hit record since the Flavor of Their remix. We gave Craig Mack his due. We talked about Craig Mack with Craig. We're not going to talk about Craig Mack today. Shout out to Craig Mack, rest in peace. But Fabulous. Let's talk about somebody else who just died this weekend.
Yeah, them.
You got the article. Everybody should be familiar with this story.
You hear about the Fabulous story with his beating up his.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I had just seen him in D.C. and then came back home and bam, and there he is on the movies.
Now, when you say that, and this is what always happens, when you see somebody, you don't think shit about it,
right.
But then you hear the story, you start thinking like, damn, he was walking with his fist balled up. Did you see it?
No, you see he's more aggressive. He did all this. He didn't do none of his lady songs that whole weekend.
You know he really did. He was being real.
You got the article?
Yeah.
This for people who haven't heard. Most people have heard, but
On Wednesday, Fab was arrested for felony charge of domestic violence for beating up his estranged live-in girlfriend, baby mama, Emily B., Love and Hip Hop star Emily Bustamante, is her last name, in her Jersey home. Fabulous baby mama said he punched her several times, knocking out her front teeth.
Your radio isn't skipping. This is how Corey reads.
Which were medically removed. I guess he knocked him crooked, so the doctors had to pull him out. And so Fabulous returned to the home, cussed out her daddy, chased her with scissors, and it was all caught on tape.
Man. Real quick, you know what that's like? What? That's like when your mama get mad as fuck at you.
Yeah.
And she look for something, she reach for anything. She grab her ashtray and throw it at you.
But he came out the back of a limo. Like, what was he doing to have scissors in the back of the limo SUV? Like, Paper mache. And so the video, he's arguing with Emily, and he asked her dad, "What the fuck you doing here?" He said, "That's my daughter." He said, "I don't give a fuck. Get out of my house." Apparently, Emily said, "You need to get out get out my house." And Fab said, "Hold on, I pay for everything, this motherfucker. You get out." So she called her dad over to remove all his guns. And Fab said, "There's a bullet with your name on it," talking to her dad. And he chases Emily with scissors. Said, "Are you recording me? Don't record shit." Told her dad, "Get the fuck out of his house." Have you ever talked to a chick dad like that?
Yes, I have.
Me too.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And but first, she knew. First off, man, they was into it because of what?
She got caught cheating.
She didn't get caught.
Well, she get caught. Yeah, she didn't get caught cheating.
But he must have known she was cheating to have that reaction.
Yeah.
So he find out that she's in L.A. and she wasn't supposed to be in L.A.
With Pac and shit. She was out there doing a record with Pac and shit. Biggie fake shit, Brooklyn. I don't know.
Sandman when you need him. Sandman when you need him. But she was out in L.A., so he must have known that she had a propensity to go out in L.A. and get extracurricular dick. Yeah. So he was on high alert. So he sees this and he goes ape shit.
Yeah, he does.
Now listen, this lets me learn all this. First off, let's double back. He has a recent history of beating the shit out of her, right?
No.
He hit her in the fucking mouth and knocked her teeth out.
This happened when he caught her cheating. He knocked her teeth out this same time. Yeah, once he caught her cheating.
Her daddy was there seeing her teeth knocked out.
Yeah.
He didn't know them permanent, like, not going back.
I don't know if I believe that.
Wait a minute.
When did the daddy show up? Like,
he was there Thursday.
His teeth is knocked out.
He was there Thursday when Fab showed back up to the house.
So when did he knock her teeth out?
Wednesday or whenever he confronted her, but allegedly, I don't think he put his hands on. There's no videotape of it, so I'm not.
You gonna knock your own teeth out for some money from Fab?
She might have failed.
From
but where's the pictures and stuff?
There's no pictures or no nothing.
You got your teeth knocked out, would you be on Instagram cheese?
Instagram live.
You would never see my shit. I got a dumb funny go get these back today.
Yeah, so apparently since Fab is a registered gun owner, she called her dad over to have him remove his guns.
She was thinking on her feet.
Yeah.
She was thinking on her fucking
feet. This nigga got a gun permit. He gets to give any story. And Fab put up to the house, was like, "What the fuck you doing in my house?" Talking to her dad. And like the whole time, he's not even talking to Emily from the video. He's cussing out her dad. He said, "Told them motherfucker get the fuck out. Go. I got a bullet with your name on it." Well,
this is what I go back to what I always say. It's two things I'm saying. I know this. The first one is you're gonna let this one slide, but the second one ain't nobody gonna agree with. But the first one is, wait a minute. This is why you do not love a woman with everything in you. This is the clear reason that men are supposed to love with their minds and not their hearts. You have to be the logical thinker in these situations. Otherwise, you become over-consumed and you start telling your daddy you're going to shoot him.
There's a bullet with his name on it.
Listen, everything that Fabulous did, no matter how it was conveyed, it was done out of love. He did it because he loved her. Man. You do not react like this to a bitch you can't stand, a bitch you don't like. He loved her.
And she's not
leaving. That is what happens when you love somebody that much. You kill them. That's the only way you resolve things. I have to kill you because I love you.
Dan really did a show later on that night. He wouldn't have did a show later that night.
I'm not saying it's logical.
Yeah, it's logical.
But the thing is that
he did a show after he knocked her teeth out.
That was like the next night.
That was the same night.
And the crowd went wild.
The crowd went crazy.
The crowd went fucking wild.
Yeah, they was crazy holding like him and Lil Kim did a show in Brooklyn.
Listen,
spread love. It's the Brooklyn way.
That's another thing. When you rich like that, you get passed. It's like it's some woman. Would you date Fabulous?
No, I wouldn't.
Then the black women been slandering on. You know what they said?
Okay.
Too much attention.
Okay.
I don't see nothing about his teeth. Her teeth get knocked out, man.
That's in the story. I seen that, but I thought it was I knew he hit her shit.
Yeah, he punched her. Yeah, he definitely two-pieced her.
I mean, I didn't know it happened at that same incident, but she knew it's a history of violence. You don't just start getting your ass whooped on a Saturday night.
Well, this might be his first time.
No, this ain't his first time because she was scared enough to tell her daddy, get the guns.
Cause he hit her.
Well, she probably knows how crazy he can get.
Hell yeah, because he got crazy on the ass before.
He did press the best to tell fair about that chain shit. Remember years back, the whole shooting in the parking lot?
Hell nah.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about this shit right here with Emily B.
I think this might be his first time hitting her.
This ain't his first time. You don't wait till you 40 to hit a bitch in the mouth.
Shit.
They got kids together 10 years. He hit her, I guarantee you.
But why is all the black chicks all the black chicks been justifying Emily cheating because he cheated before? They like, he been cheating with other girls.
He didn't hit her this time. These niggas saying.
He didn't hit her this time. He was on his way to hit her, wasn't he?
She fell to the doorknob.
It don't say she got to hit her shit, do it?
Right here.
It do?
Yeah, it says it right here in the story.
Aside, quit giving me these conflicting fucking statements. But listen.
Caused severe damage to her two front teeth, which were then medically removed. She also states...
so he didn't knock him out.
He just...
The dentist did that shit. That's like a medically induced coma.
And then he reformed her. He would hit her in the head with a baseball bat.
Now that's extra. Yeah. Now that's... You listen, this is what I always say. I can see myself shooting somebody as opposed to stabbing. Stabbing is too personal.
Yeah, you gotta get
it's too
close.
Intimate. I have to feel that. You ever play baseball?
For like 2 innings.
So you can't relate to this. I'm sure you struck out.
Nah, I got hit with the baseball. I was like, yeah, this shit's...
That's how you ever play baseball?
Yeah.
You know how when you hit the ball, you feel that shit? Yeah. Like, and now imagine
that's
flesh.
Why I hate playing with metal bats.
Imagine flesh. So, he's done this before. Like, he wasn't freestyling with those threats. I got a bullet with your name written on it, and I'm going to hit you in the head with a bat.
It's 2 instances, man. These are 2 instances. Back on March 7th. It will have back on March 7th.
Now he's an expert.
I just got to check my social media sources. That's how I know when Kardashians are having a new baby.
Pause. He's a Bruce Jenner fan.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
what happened now?
They said on March 7th. Something went down. That's when he punched her. So, he allegedly knocked her teeth out. So when he makes these threats,
he talking to the daddy.
Recently,
he talking to the daddy.
She know it can happen.
Yeah, she's thinking, he done already threatened me, physical violence. Now he said something about the gun, so come go over and get the gun. Yeah. So these 2 different. He ain't going to jail for no teeth. The teeth is clear. It's all clear, Fabulous.
It's all clear.
Yeah. Now it's threats and it's assault. You know.
You ever been hit by a man?
Yeah.
Did you stay?
What did you do?
Hell no.
Like how did you provoke him? What did you do to make him punch you? Nobody here for no reason.
Was he in love with you?
Real. I was in high school. I was in high school. It was the one time.
Was y'all together?
We was on
That's too fucking young to be hitting a woman.
Yeah,
that's too young.
It is what it is. That was then. I really don't know.
Did your brothers fuck him up?
Listen, that is the hot seat.
Yeah, y'all put me in the hot seat. I don't want to talk
about it.
Okay,
well, let's talk about your friend. Let's talk about your friend. Why did he hit your friend?
Good
in high school.
Good way.
In high school, listen. It ain't no good reason to hit a girl in high school.
Ain't no good reason to hit a
girl. Period.
Love. You just said it. You just said love.
Yes, it is.
You just said love.
Okay.
I mean,
then he goes to the principal's office. Listen, and with that said, Corey said there's no reason to hit a woman. Do you agree with that aside? Do you believe there's ever a reason to hit a woman?
I mean, self-defense.
Nah. I'm never going to hit a woman. I'll remove a woman from.
You can shake this
shit. Physically remove.
You can physically
remove you from my chain that you grabbed.
Never reason to hit her, but I'm agree with side. Like you could physically remove her from.
I'm not taking my chain.
She's not taking your chain.
Is there a reason for a woman to get hit?
I wouldn't say that there's a reason for a woman to get
If you
hit,
hit
but
us,
a woman can give a man a reason to hit.
If you hit a man, you might get hit back.
That's true.
Be
So keep your
prepared to
hands
get
to your
hit
damn
back.
self.
And it's not like
Basically.
a thought out thing. Like if a man
Just
thinks
reaction.
about reacting, he took too long and he shouldn't do it.
Follow me on this one real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in discipline? Do you believe in discipline? I'm asking you this.
Take this trip with me. Follow me.
Don't jump to conclusions. Don't jump to conclusions. Aside,
I believe
Wait for the punchline. Wait for the punchline.
Corey, do you believe in discipline?
Yes.
But not
Do you
in-
believe in discipline?
I do.
Okay, now listen.
But not
Now
in-
listen.
Follow me again. Follow me again.
Oh,
Do you think there's love in discipline? On the side, do you think there's love in discipline?
so basically,
For me,
what
I
you're
can't
saying-
find love and discipline.
You said you
Once
can't.
I got discipline, it turned me off.
Okay,
I'm
your
more
son
like-
acting a fool and shit. You had to
That's
discipline.
love.
Okay, so don't
Yeah.
fucking make it fit your fucking
Agenda.
ideology.
Think about
Yeah.
me, man.
Do you believe in love? Okay, now I'm gonna ask you this again.
Oh man.
You got a TV, radio, your phone. It's fucking up, and you fix it real quick. Have you ever smacked the side of your TV when it wasn't working and straighten up real quick?
Just straighten the
Basically,
picture.
what you saying is okay to hit a woman
No,
for discipline.
it's hard. It's okay to reprogram her. it's like
Wait a minute.
Control
what
or
is
delete.
repro-
It's like when you restart your computer.
Control
with
or delete.
Internet connection acting bad.
So
And
does
this
that
coming from a woman,
involve
and this coming from a man who don't hit women.
Oh.
But I understand, like,
You can see my
if
family.
she walking right and she got to go left, but quick. You know? it's not baseball bats. It's not shooting your daddy. It's
The father-in-law.
It can even be as fucking loving as pop.
Redirect.
Redirects, but it has to be out of
At a place of love.
not the
Maybe
kind of
pop
love he
your
loves.
son,
Yeah.
It has to
your
be.
daughter,
And I'm
they
being
touch
funny
your
when I
clothes,
say that
something.
though, but I'm saying that I understand sometimes, but not to the point where we can say this is domestic violence.
Where you gonna be on TMZ and they showing your video and shit.
But another thing though, what fucked me up about this
I
is
wonder
like
if they was just staging it.
that
Nah, they're definitely on stage.
That
You can
one
see
stage.
I can stage
And-
one for
you can't stage
What you
that
show me?
For 600,000.
for 600,000.
Ain't nobody paying.
Yeah,
no
they not for
$600,000
Fabulous video.
fucking-
Yeah,
Yeah, they at
Jay.
least get you a fucking like a
So you
supersize.
just-
20,000,
You just
yeah.
like
You just need to
supersize
take
a
it
meal
far
for
enough to
you.
go to jail.
Here go the maestros
Have
on
her
me.
call in. You go to jail.
That's not gonna get you
They
600,000.
not hurting like that.
That's not the
only
Jay Z
reason-
Solange
So
fight.
what video? They don't have no video of T flying out. All they got is a couple yelling and a court case of, or I
And
guess
some
court-
scissors. He's chasing her with some
Where?
scissors.
Or you
What
got
video?
daughter.
What video is he chasing with
You got
scissors?
kids.
He just watched it on TMZ.
He wasn't chasing her with scissors.
Yes,
on
he
that
was.
video?
He had scissors and pointing at her.
Hold on, real
Nah,
quick.
Chased
that
her.
wasn't chasing. See, you doing it like the females
Corey.
do it. I'm pointing at you. You say I
Nigga,
chased
security.
you.
He
Trying
said.
to take the kid.
He sat there and
I
said.
didn't pay
He
child
sat there and said, "Are you recording me? Don't you fucking record me!" And ran up on her with some
I'm
scissors.
sitting right there like they would have killed me. 'Cause I
So,
did that
so
with
you
my
saying
phone.
Jason never chased nobody because he slow walked?
No, because
No, I'm asking, did Jason
Hold
never
on,
chase
hold
him?
on.
ain't let
Hold
nobody
on
go
now.
and say,
In
"Bro,
the,
don't."
in the event of Fabulous and Jadakiss doing the Freddie versus Jason, see,
Ah,
we
yeah,
will
that's
not,
wrong.
we
Ah,
will
damn.
not raise him to the
That's
Jason
like
level.
an NBA fight. It's like an NBA
He was
fight.
Freddie
He didn't
anyway.
want to fight. He wasn't.
With
he
the-
didn't want to chase. He wasn't chase like chasing.
He
Like
really gonna snatch the phone out of her hand because she's
Jerry
recording.
Springer, they
She
running.
was-
you
the
gotta
girls
hold them
recording.
back.
Yeah, Emily was
He
recording.
Why was first off? Let me get
Watch
this to
the
Emily
video.
real quick though. Real quick.
Watch the video.
He only threatened to kill her because he didn't know how to react.
He threatened to kill the
Hold
daddy.
on.
He never threatened to kill her.
He
The
had
bullet.
before. A baseball bat to the head is threatening to kill you. Now listen, if I hit you with a baseball bat at the head, then you gonna die.
Not necessarily.
Well, let's try and see.
Nope.
So listen, the reason why I'm gonna tell you is, like, for one, he should have been fucking with her because she ain't black. And I say that
Emily is black.
no, she not. That bitch
She
ain't
mixed.
black. That bitch ain't black. Listen,
I think
because
she's
if she was black, he could have said some black shit and been cool. He didn't know how to say. He didn't know what to say to her. If, you black bitch. He could have said that, and his aggression would have been gone. You black bitch. But he didn't know how to fucking insult her, right? So it's like this fucking tired got over here on bitch. I'm gonna hit her in the head. Like he didn't know how to. Like he didn't know how to react to her. It ain't nothing about her black. except her fucking t-shirt.
I don't know.
But with you having a daughter, and you having a daughter, like, this is the scary shit, man.
When you lose control,
this is scary because if that was me out there,
and I'm getting his guns,
and everybody, like people who know me, Fabulous would have been another dead rapper.
Yeah, he definitely
because
was.
you not going and like,
and I got the guns all in my hands too.
Go ahead and tell your story, boy.
Oh man.
But listen, if that's my daughter, and you have to wonder like. And it's hard for me because I'm trying to figure out, like, she only 7, so I'm really zooming ahead, like, how in the fuck can I prepare for this? Yeah. To where she called me daddy, he said he gonna kill. What? Like, I'm scared now. Like, what kind of... And that's how come you gotta hope that when our daughters get older, this shit, we part of a better culture, because this is culture shit. If you have a good culture, man, like, I don't think domestic violence was at a high level when we was more cultured, and we had... like regulations, like it wasn't no nigga running around here threatening to shoot a girl, no thing like that. And wasn't things like to break them up to that point to where threats occur. But I'm scared to the point like, what kind of what kind of man will my daughter run into? And to where she coming telling me he trying to kill me, or he hit me in my mouth, or he say he gonna hit me with a bat. And me as an adult, you know, at some time, man. You gonna have to like let your kids live. Yeah. But like when this happened,
teeth getting knocked out and shit. Right.
It's like that. Like we make light and shit, man. But when it hit, that can possibly happen. Like that's when the shit gets scared. And I don't know, man. Like I wonder like what he thinking, cause he used to doing this shit, but now it's in light. You know what I'm saying? So now. What you say? I'm going to go to the Lil Kim concert and sing my fucking song. Yeah, I wonder what he going through. And then like I wonder why was she recording it? Because it's like she don't care. Like if you ever had a chick cheat on you and shit, she don't give a fuck about you at that moment. It's all about saving herself. So is that what she doing? So you know what I'm saying? Like have you ever cheated on a dude?
Yeah, everybody's cheated before.
What was your thought process?
Was it revenge or was it just like I'm just cheating?
Happiness. Like, was it for your happiness or was it for revenge?
Did you have on a blue shirt?
What was the weather that day?
Let her answer.
I would say it was more so for revenge.
Okay.
And like we talked about this, like how, like if the Dixon, you have to pay him back. Like I don't understand that.
Mad and hurt. I mean,
did he mad hurt?
I was young then.
Okay.
I was young, but hell yeah, of course he's going to be mad and hurt.
Did you feel like you accomplished something?
He didn't react like Fabulous though, so
was you in the shower like got that nigga?
It just was what it was. Like it wasn't.
Did you regret it?
I don't regret anything.
See now you
I don't. I really don't. Like whatever I've done it. Like if it was bad.
Do you have regrets?
Nope.
Do you?
Yeah, ones that ain't worn off.
It's like credit, nigga. Yeah, 6 more years on this regret.
Yeah, that's basically how it is. It's however long you dwell on. However long you dwell on.
So if you did something, you will regret.
There's a lot of things when I was younger I regretted for a while until I realized, all right, man, I'll let that go.
I got a lot.
So there's still things that now it's like there's a lot of things now I don't regret because I'm not gonna regret that.
I am who
I am. I am who I am.
Walking by truth.
Until 2019 comes, new me, new
new year,
new me.
You
regret it after so long. Probably as a younger you regretted a lot of stuff, but
I regret shit that happened when I was 6.
What? Wait a minute.
Damn.
I hold on to shit like I got regrets and shit.
So you hold grudges too?
Of course.
Why?
I can't let him go.
Can't let him go.
It's easier said than done.
Ain't no starting over. Ain't no starting over.
I'm exaggerating when I say 6. But
everybody holds grudges. They don't know it.
It's just how you react to them.
Yeah.
But even with the regrets and shit, it's just like
I hold
it. That's the famous Jay-Z song. You got to learn to live with them. Learn to live with the regrets. So it's like I harp on them. Like dang, I just. Right. But it's like certain things, like something to pop up in my head. I'm gonna say this: I've never had the pleasure of sitting next to somebody like in a face-to-face conversation with somebody who was smarter than me. Never had that pleasure. There's people smarter than me in this world, but I've never sat next to somebody across somebody who I felt was smarter than me. I sat down with smart people, And with that said, it's some turns I feel like I could have made earlier in life and shit that would have me in a different position now. Mm-hmm. So I regret things like that. But along the lines of what y'all said, that the things happen, but I can't just put in my mind that things were meant to happen. I feel like you control your fate and shit. Because if you say things are meant to happen and shit, then that'll take away your ambition. That'll take away your desire to do anything if you just believe things are meant to happen. I think we make things happen. And with that said, I feel like it was certain things I could have changed in my life and shit that would have had me in a different situation. And it's kind of awkward because at the same time, I'm not satisfied, but I'm happy with like who I am and where I'm at. And everything I go through, I take it as a challenge and shit to get to the next level. So that's what I mean by regressing, dealing with them. What else we had on tap? First off, man, let's talk about that motherfucking driver and shooter.
The driver and shooter. Cassandra.
Have you had the privilege of seeing this lovely video?
The Facebook Live chick shot her buddy.
Yes.
You saw that?
Yes.
Playing with guns and shit.
What do you think of that? First off.
But was it her friend, though?
It had to be.
My friend in there shot me in the head.
But if y'all hear him,
he kept saying, "You making me nervous with this gun."
But he said, "Where you say you from again?" Like he asked her where is she from.
I didn't catch that.
Man shot in head on Facebook Live. His friends play with gun in the car. And now, like you said, this is a white person writing this article. We are all friends in their eyes.
Yeah.
A Houston man was reportedly shot in the head as his friends messed around with a gun in a car. During a Facebook Live video, authorities said this could have been Emily. Devin Holmes, 26, is on life support after Easter Sunday. Told you I'll stay away from the fucking Easter.
Stay away from that.
Easter Sunday, shooting while hanging out with pals.
Some
goofy ass white person wrote this shit.
Yeah.
In the parking lot of a gas station.
With his homies.
Police said Holmes was in a vehicle early Sunday with Cassandra Damper, 25, and another man. It was two dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't the two dudes in it?
Yeah, two dudes, one in the back seat and the nigga she shot in the passenger seat.
When the woman began pointing the gun at the camera, he making me nervous. Holmes could be heard saying in an edited video circulating online. Holmes is seeing the footage attempting to stop the woman from waving the gun around. It ain't got no clip in it, bud. Another person reportedly responded. But 26 seconds later, the gun fired and struck the 26-year-old man. The footage making rounds on social media does not show the moment he was gunned down. See, they sound like a drive-by.
Yes,
yeah, it do show that shit. I was surprised that it didn't. Pow! I'm used to that.
That's what I said.
Holmes was rushed to Bental Hospital where he remains in critical condition, police said. Officers arrested Damper after she had allegedly wiped the gun residue off of her hands. This is the part that bothers me.
Yes.
She was booked on charges for tampering with fabricated evidence. Fuck shooting this nigga.
Attempted murder, reckless,
reckless homicide. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all, man. The value of a black man's life is zero in America, and we are the only ones in captivity. Y'all just happen to know us. Deborah would claim that she was unaware the gun was loaded in an interview with authorities. The man involved in the shooting, the other man was not charged. Police said more charges could be forthcoming.
Hell yeah, murder.
First off, when I watched this video, I don't know, like I told y'all before we started, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I laughed. And it's because it didn't seem real. Like, he made that zombie noise. It's like, fucking kind of bullet they got to turn him that fast. Like, hey, did you hear?
To me, but
I'm like,
to me,
how you supposed to sound when you get shot?
But he was going like everything was leaving. It was just like you could tell he was about to be brain dead. Yeah. To me, I could tell he wasn't about to die, but it seemed like he was getting ready to be brain dead because he made that noise and he just like tensed up, and it was just like all the blood coming.
It looked fake. And then the bitch got out and ran. They got out and ran.
They ran like they wasn't on the live video.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
The video kept going?
Yeah. No, after they edited it, it cut off. But she yelled the dude's name and they just got out and ran. Like, where are y'all running to?
But the thing with that shit is, man, them some grown ass people.
Exactly.
They
playing with guns and shit.
That shit is childish as fuck.
Exactly.
And it's weird. Y'all talking about that Houston spring break? You better relax inside.
I did some shit like that. I'm pointing away from your head.
I'm not
playing. Yeah,
but that's why they were saying that it was a setup. They were saying,
and that is what they saying too.
Yeah.
Though.
They saying that the dude in the back, you see him giving the head nod for her to go ahead and
That's
do
what
it.
they said. I gotta check forensic evidence.
You have to go and look at it. Like the comments, they like, yeah, I see it now. I see him giving her the head nod, telling her to go ahead and shoot. But I don't think she actually meant to shoot at that time.
Yeah.
About where she shot him at.
So I wonder if it was like a meetup, like somebody was here buying the drone, which was actually said a dude came around and shot him. So I wonder if they was like set up to rob him. I'm about to sell you something.
Nah, that bitch did do that shit on purpose.
Yeah.
Nah, my bad. I'm just going over
She
there.
did it.
Man, that shit might be, man,
Yeah,
because
she did. If it's real,
that shit
she
don't look.
definitely
No,
did
it's
it on
real because
purpose.
it's a New York Post.
Yeah.
She
I'll say it
definitely
again.
did it
Not
on
just because
purpose.
it's a New York Post, but it's a legitimate
Yeah, she definitely
publication.
did it on purpose.
Oh, man,
But
anybody
I
who
don't
get a
think
chance
she
to look at this
actually meant
shit.
to do it like at that time because of where she shot him at. She kind of
Yeah.
shot him like towards the back of the head
Towards the
instead
back
of
of the
like
head.
to the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, he's like, you making me nervous. Ain't no clip in it. And she playing.
He didn't know
But
her.
if you watch
Yeah,
it,
he got said where you say you
He
from
didn't know
If
you
again.
you
wanted
watch the
him.
video, the dude in the backseat grabs the gun too. He grabs
Yeah.
it and looks around, but then he let it go, and then she picked it up and he gave her the okay to go ahead and do it.
Damn. Where your hand? Ain't that a bitch?
I bet they was
Move
getting
your head.
robbed,
I'm
yeah.
looking at your phone.
I bet they was going to rob him.
Cause he
Yeah.
had money in his hand.
Did he?
He had money in his hand,
Yeah, so
but he didn't really want to grab the gun because he didn't know if it was gonna go.
I've seen enough nigga stories to know exactly what happened.
it's an
No
offer up
disrespect to
video.
him, but he's not that attractive. So he thought this was his leg. He was going to mess with her. She probably thought
Back page.
Probably it's Houston. Nice weather. Probably out there some little shorts. Possibly stinking shorts, unbeknownst to him. He thought he was, and he was like, yeah, we gonna get him because he a lame. So he get in there and shit. They get to talking. It ain't going how he think. He probably the nigga in the back seat probably is real cool in her eyes, and she trying to impress him. He like, if you want to be down with the team, if you want to be, what's the cool thing they call chicks now? If you want to be my Bonnie to my Clyde, you gotta
Beyonce.
shoot this nigga.
You
This
want-
how we gonna make it, bae. And then she like shot him and shit. And then they ain't show y'all where they ran back and took the nigga money. And he told her, look, you just say it was an accident, the shit, I'm gonna bond you out. I'll guarantee you, man, about 2 weeks, the shit gonna come true. Like what really happened and
Yeah,
shit.
somebody gonna tell.
Well, the live video don't really
I mean,
tell
you
it.
can
They said
still-
it
Yeah,
was edited.
that's like the
They
Saks
said it was
robbery.
edited.
Like who
Yeah,
edited it though?
Exactly.
Like I wonder who edited it. Like I wonder who got
Like
the original.
who actually seen
Facebook
it
should
and
have
actually
original
had-
copy.
Ah, yeah,
Facebook
Facebook
is the
definitely
fucking
got.
police.
Yeah, they definitely got the original copy. It's
Facebook,
at the Houston Police Department right now.
That's who edited it.
Yeah,
They edited it.
for the news.
Nigga said we're gonna get on Facebook Live, pretend like it's a prank.
Fucking Zionists.
Yeah, but y'all
Yeah.
old in the
Go through
motherfucking, y'all talking about a prank with a gun, like
Yeah.
No,
playing
they,
with a
they're
gun.
probably saying we're gonna stage it as a prank. But
Right.
That's too
That's what they
elaborate.
were
That's too-
saying.
yeah.
I
That's what
understand
they were
that,
saying
but
that they were
that's some
playing
shit,
with.
man. Just
But y'all
you
grown.
think it was an accident?
Hell no.
No.
allegedly.
I was
Allegedly.
like, who you think it was? I don't know.
I think it was a robbery from Go. Some
I
type of
think it was a
setup.
robbery
If it's
too.
a straight
But
robbery,
the thing is why would they
then they
put
got
it on
on
live?
live.
So it's
Unless
kind
they
of like
want-
it goes both
Cause I
ways.
think they was playing like I don't think eventually they was gonna rob you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They playing around, make you feel comfortable or some shit like that. I don't know.
I'm
That's
not
what I'm
gonna lie,
saying. That's
I'm
why I
gonna
don't think
rob-
that the gun she actually meant to shoot when she shot.
Yeah.
About
Who was
where she
on
shot
live?
him
The
at.
girl or the
He
dude?
was.
All
Who
of them.
got
They
killed.
all
How dude said in the back seat, how he like, oh, it ain't low.
What
It
was
ain't
that
low.
kid
Yeah, how
was
he
on
know?
live?
Everybody was on.
Yeah, everybody was on
But
I don't
live.
know whose page
it was,
it was on.
it
It
was
was
the
his
ones
one.
who got killed. It was the one who got killed.
Ah, so he's probably trying to make sure.
I believe so.
Yeah, he was trying to make
Because
sure
he
nothing
set it
went
up.
down.
He set the phone up,
Yeah.
and then like they were getting
yeah,
closer
like-
to the phone. And the
like
dude
if
in the
something
back
happened
seat
to
was
me,
like,
y'all,
"You put
this
your
is-
head in the way. I can't see."
Yeah.
Telling him to move out the
Yeah,
way. So he
yeah,
putting
prank.
his face right in the camera.
He
and
said
she
it's a
was-
prank.
If I'm on live and get killed on my own live,
Well, he probably was
I'm
like,
not
"Hey, if
dying.
something happened to me,
I'm not dying on my own live.
I'm against that too. I'm
Yeah.
against that too.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
use your
against
phone,
that.
nigga. I mean, about
But
that.
the question is whose
Shit.
gun was it? If didn't nobody know if it was bullets in the gun?
It was gangster moves.
yeah, little chat."
I'm gonna
everything.
check the gun before you on my live. I'm not. Hey, set my live up, bro. I'm a good.
I'm not even about to be never
Yeah.
saying it.
Once y'all see y'all playing guns, I'm out the car.
Go ahead, Corey. I'm my live ready.
Yeah, I'm out of that situation.
Man, we was gonna get into this Devontae Hart story. Y'all familiar with that?
You sent it to me.
I know y'all familiar with this fucking goofy ass picture. Y'all familiar with this?
Yes.
Yeah.
You familiar with this aside?
No.
Anyway, they showed this when there was a lot of angst going on between police and niggas.
He's gonna be in the
As
text.
always, hold on. No, the fuck he not. He's going in the goddamn Inside Edition.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know anybody familiar. Google Devontae Hart. He's the boy in famous photo. Anyway, I'm gonna make this one short and sweet. He was adopted. Him and like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 other nignogs. They was adopted by a white lesbian couple, Thelma and Louise. This happened like last week, but anyway, they drove off a cliff.
Straight off.
Yeah.
With the kids in the car. They only made an account for like 4 of them, like 2 of them still missing.
No, it was like 3 of them still missing.
3 of them.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
3 of them still missing. We know black kids can't swim, so really they all gone. Or they saying they might be with friends, but nobody's.
That's the weird. That's like how do you say like we just gonna presume them dead because they were probably in the car, but they might be with friends. Like if they were with friends.
Because when they said
the car
everybody
burned up,
everybody might be dead, and somebody said. They said, well, they could be over friends now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll give some hope. But anyway, man, this is a whole weird situation.
Yeah, 19.
19.
Marcus was 19, 14, Abigail's 14, Devontae 15, Hannah 16.
All of them was older than
They were teenagers, yeah, like 9. They were like 9 and up.
Yeah.
12.
But there were no skid marks, nothing.
Oh, they said it was like...
No, they said that like you could tell that they stopped, but then they just drove off. No stopping, no nothing. They just went straight
Like, fuck
ahead. And 90 miles an hour.
Let's see if this car can fly.
The first weird shit is like 2 white bitches who married.
And I'm 19.
And they adopting black kids. Like, why in the fuck? This is like Michael Jackson going and getting animals out the zoo. This is like how they see this shit. Like, what's the novelty? Like, I would like to understand.
It's probably so easy for them to do it too.
But how do you go over the cliff? It ain't easy to do that.
Say what?
Shit, hit the gas.
What you mean?
Yeah. Hit the gas.
I know a lot of niggas.
You talking about psychological?
Yeah.
That's how come you know it's insane. That's how
like,
you know
you
it's
get
not
to
a stable
restart
thought.
when you done. Like, it's it.
Yeah. And we have to be in agreement. It has to be unanimous. Everybody in this car got to vote yeah.
I was swerve going to hit the gas station one
and then had
time.
a 19-year-old
like, really
like
know I'm going to die. There's a few things I'm going to do before I go.
I'll guarantee you that these children were abused. Like they probably like come from
like the California shit where they had them all chained up. Remember that story?
No, I'm talking about like these are probably kids who went through traumatic experiences young. They probably was like I hate to say it, but like crack babies or some shit where they was abused as children. And this is all they know. Like you can see, like it was something psychologically wrong with this black boy when he was hugged up on that policeman like this. Like if you look at this picture right here, clearly he's really 46. And you know what I'm saying? It's like some Get Out shit. Like that's I'm sure he didn't like relate to black people and shit as he possibly should. So being that they were raised by these people, like they had nothing but like faith in them. Like if I tell Destiny, come on Destiny, you about to jump off this cliff, she'd get scared, but as long as she hold my hand, she would feel secure. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably like the psychological edge they had on these people to where in any event it's sad.
Yeah.
And it's selfish and it's disgusting. And you have to only wonder, like, man, what kind of like process of like an examination was they giving these people in order to like adopt these children? They are clearly mentally ill. So man, I don't know. I just want to bring light to this situation and shit. I don't even know, like, who cares? Like who cares? Like who out there in their scuba gear right now looking for people?
Yeah, you ain't hear nothing about that.
No.
Just that everybody did, or they might be with friends. One
and
to
that's
two.
some shit like I'm trying to get home and shit, watch the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How many people did? All of them. You know what I'm saying?
How many bodies did you count?
Like
Well,
how much would you care? Because if this ain't your family and shit, you do just like this. Like what?
that look
Like,
over.
you be like, hey, you try to think cartoons and shit. You look for that straw to come out the water and shit. And like, yeah, how much do you care and shit? And that's crazy because how desensitized we are to shit, which is like all these people still getting killed by the police. You made mention of that in that video that you brought
that
up.
chick.
And that's some sickness right there.
Yeah.
Before we go, I want you to play that video clip.
Man,
Where was this? Where did this shooting take place?
Sacramento. The boy got killed in his grandmother's backyard, shot 20 times.
How old was he?
He was like 20, 22 or some shit. So, black chicks jump behind the cars.
Stefan Clark.
Play that shit real quick.
His Twitter page.
Listen to this. This is somebody giving
It was proven
commentary on some black chick.
Anti-black woman comment.
That iPhone will go loud.
That's fair.
So
I sent you the
very
iPhone.
adamant in that he was disgusted with black women. He was not attracted to black women. He intentionally sought out an Asian woman to have his child. And when we look at the press conferences, when we look at the news stories, when we look at the people who are being the most vocal about it, they are black women. So he didn't live his life for black women. So I will not continue to protect him in his death. And I know this seems like real harsh, right? This is really, really, really,
This
really
bitch is
harsh.
sick.
Really
Yeah.
sounds like I'm such a freaking horrible person.
You a terrible
Straight
person.
up, he's dead.
And
He's
your face
dead.
is very
He's a black
big.
man. You don't give protection. You don't get protection. And I'm issuing
There's a
this
lot of
out
black men that turned
as
her
a
down.
Reminder to people who do not
There's a
live
lot of
their
fucking
lives
animals that turn her
devoted
down.
to black people, and not even devoted, but at least loyal to black people.
All right, pause it right
At
there.
least having some loyalty.
Now that's why I separate humor from everything. I said that shit about Fabulous and Emily B. He with who he with.
Yeah.
That ain't my fucking preference. I prefer but black
Yeah,
women.
give me a black one.
Listen, I'll take the attitude. I'll take the fucking scarf for no fucking reason when you trying to have sex.
The bonnet.
I'll take all the shit that come with it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it all because that's what the fuck, that's natural to me. Anybody else select anything else, that's on them. This man was killed. He a kid to me. This
Yeah.
little boy was killed
21. In
By
his
the
grandmother's
police.
backyard, unarmed.
as usual.
Yeah.
As the script goes. And this chick who, I don't even care to know her name, but she has found like justification in not feeling empathy because he had an Asian girlfriend. Like, she is really trying to rally people up saying he didn't live his life for black women. Like, how, like, that is the epitome of being in a pit of misery. She has to be the most miserable person I have ever.
And trying to rally
Seen in my
all the
life.
black women to jump on her ship, too.
Like, I don't understand that shit. Like, that's like, if I see a woman or a black lady, I might be using the wrong analogy, because if she just get raped by like 7 white boys at an all-white party, I'm kind of starting to see her point. Let me think about it Let me think about it before. But in all actuality, like, how do you be that fucking evil?
Yeah.
That's like a spirit on you and shit, to where you think you doing something righteous and shit, and you ain't saying shit but ignorant shit. Are you offended by black men who date outside their race?
No.
You not? You date outside your race?
No.
Good.
You know what I don't, here's what I don't understand, especially with her, like other black women. They be like, oh, that dude with old white trailer bitch, he had to go get a white bitch and all these strong black sisters. But some of the black chick get a white dude, he taking care of, he doing what a nigga want to stand up and do. And they always talk about the objectifying and double standard and everything.
Serena. Like, if something bad happens to Serena, I guarantee you that fucking jigaboo gonna be, what, we do this for Serena, turn the profile picture and things to that
Turn it
nature.
black.
Yeah, or... Yeah. That's crazy though, man, and it just shows how insensitive we are these days and stuff.
Like, she don't even care about the fact that he wasn't armed, he was shot 20 times. They waited 20 minutes to even get him medical attention.
Hurry up and die. She worried about the age and shit.
Yeah, and so, like, all that shit went out the window because of who he chose to date and shit. Not the fact that he just posted a picture with his kids 30 minutes prior to him getting shot 20 times. You know what I'm saying? But he since he dated Chun Li, he can't.
I was about to cry.
You was about to cry?
I was about to cry.
I
So I smelled them egg rolls.
Yeah.
That nigga died from egg rolls. But anyway.
And number 5, since it's all, they all come over, same menu, same everything. Ain't that what you say inside? Oh, never mind. But
Don't drag us out to your pit of misery.
yeah.
But yeah, man, we done ran long as hell.
Yeah.
We ran long as hell, but that's how it is. We doing a fantastic show.
Man.
I always say at the beginning it's going to be a fantastic show, and I have yet to let anybody
One last
know.
crazy story about a rapper. DMX was in court
What?
the other day for the tax evasion.
Come on.
He know he was going to jail. He's facing up to 5 years. His lawyer played his music for him.
Stupid. Just the dumbest shit ever.
But it worked.
It didn't.
It only got him a year in jail.
That ain't working.
He was facing 5. He still got to pay back that fine. Like everybody's getting time, like 4 to 5 years for tax evasion for not paying your taxes. He paid the deal.
I ain't gonna sit here and let you say that fucking Dark Man X music that he ain't had a hit since 2003.
That's what he used.
Got him out.
He used the prayer.
Slipping, falling. That's what they play. Slipping.
That's what they play. They play slipping.
Did they?
Yeah, and the judge said, "I see you got some demons and blah blah blah."
What?
So I'm not gonna give you the whole 5 years.
That's more reason to give him 5 years.
And he was like, "I'm gonna give you a year, but your fine is gonna be higher than whatever the penalty of the fine."
340,000, something like that.
It's in the millions.
No, it wasn't. It was 340,000
plus the fine. He owed 340,000.
For real.
340,000 was the fine plus what he owes. So he owes like $2-3 million in back taxes.
For real.
And 340,000 on that.
I just say how many more millions I gotta get not to go at all. DMX, I like DMX.
What you bitches want from a Nick? What me
DMX, he you know he's an addict because he don't make sober decisions when you this old, and like the most like addict related decision that he makes is he lets his hair grow out. Like it's clear he's under the influence of drugs and shit because he be looking all disheveled and fucking like nigga. Look, you know you going to jail tonight, so at least cut your hair. You know they gonna take a picture of you, nigga. Like he was doing stupid shit. Like and we in Arizona driving 200 miles per hour and shit without no license.
Running for the FBI, the person FBI agent at the airport that time. So nobody sober does that.
But I like
it's a bad week for rappers.
I like DMX though, man.
Meek Mill.
He was one of the key rappers and shit in our youth when we was coming up. Fantastic music. Nigga had the coolest prayers. If a prayer can be cool, man, I could do it again.
Yeah.
Humble. You know what I'm saying?
Earl Simmons.
Why did that? I feel so much pain. And it was like cool, man. He got a cool story. But one of the lowest points I ever seen was when he had his little sissy father son on Ayana. Did y'all ever see that?
I gotta fix my life. Yeah, that's.
I just gonna subject myself to that shit.
I
You see
did
that?
watch it. Yeah, I did.
Hey nigga, you put out all these hard ass songs. You raising a faggot? What happened, nigga? Well, you should have been rapping in the cradle. Yeah. But yeah, another fantastic episode. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Want to thank our guests for coming through.
You're welcome.
That was weird. That was squeaky. We welcome. But anyway, you want to say anything in closing, Corey?
Shit. Tell a friend.
Corey don't even plug his own fucking blog.
I got
there you go.
I got a video coming Friday and Saturday. One's a tutorial, I guess that's what they call it. And I'm trying to get the jacket from Mike.
Tutorial on what?
Like a facial cleaner that to use or whatever for us men.
Is it called Noxema?
Nah, it's La Rush. It's a store I seen the Kickstarter crossing. But I'm trying to get the jacket from Mike and them, so I'm gonna try.
Shout out to Mike.
Yeah, debut that product. I'll post a text when I leave the show. But yeah, I got a couple pickups. That's it. Corey GQ Fresh, Fast Relate on YouTube. Check me out.
Have you checked out the vlog yet?
Corey's blog? No, not yet.
You ain't no real nigga. Hey, no, it's okay. What's that at the side? You got anything you want to talk about your vlog?
Oh, I don't have no vlog, man. No.
You fucking useless. You've been on your phone for the last 20 minutes, man.
That's why I asked the question.
I'm over here feeling like you cheating on us. It's like you over there giggling and shit, blushing.
Nah, you
taking the filters
and then you crash. That's how it goes. You get high and then crash. Yeah.
You got anything you want to say? Tell everybody about your podcast. What's gonna be the name of your podcast?
Keeping it juicy.
You gonna have a co-host?
Yeah.
You already got who it is?
Yeah.
Who your co-host?
Her name is Tasha.
Can we be guests on the show?
Yeah, of course.
Where you gonna do your podcast from?
I don't know. We haven't got all that,
equipment either.
Yeah, not yet.
So it's like you.
So it was just a thought.
You still like I am when I get my first million. You gonna get $1 million? Yeah. What you gonna spend it on a car? You gotta get no.
Nope. Just the ideas. But don't worry.
No, it's coming.
Tell them. I just gotta take my time. I can't be rushing stuff and getting out there and looking like a fool. So it's coming.
Fools rush in. Anyway, though, thank everybody for tuning in again. Thanks to my homies for showing up. Thanks for Asad coming through. He's usually more vocal.
2 weeks in a row, yeah.
That's my nigga. My favorite fucking Muslim in the world.
I'm in here.
I like you way more than Osama, Muhammad Ali. I like you more than all them niggas.
Mike Tyson.
Barack a fake Muslim. Barack, I don't know what he is. He a transgender dater.
Damn.
Michelle Amin.
Michelle Amin.
Real name Michael.
Damn. Google it.
When she was doing the jumping jacks, she had a dick jumping.
Oh.
Anyway, though, man, thanks for tuning in. Another episode from the greatest podcast. I'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Boom.